You might have been seeing the name Billie Eilish often, but it's not surprising considering she's just won multiple Grammys and is on a world tour. Even before she turned 17, the singer Billie Eilish had accomplished nearly all of the modern prerequisites of pop stardom and then some. Her homemade songs, written only for her older brother, had been streamed more than 1 billion times on digital platforms. She played increasingly large sold-out concerts to delirious fans and their patient parents, appeared with Ellen DeGeneres and Jimmy Fallon, and collected some 15 million followers on Instagram. Among those legions, many had already started to adopt the musician's striking visual aesthetic. Performatively dead eyes, hair dyed in shades of electric blue and pale purple, an all-baggy anti-silhouette, a collective middle finger to the structures of teen pop sex appeal, while still drawing befuddled stares from those outside of her demographic. Eilish's mere presence has been known to get a certain subset of teenagers hyperventilating and spending hundreds of dollars on merchandise Eilish designed herself. Billie is a phenomenon on different levels. Her music is one of a kind, her outfit style is unique, and her songs are unforgettable. She is among the few that are easily distinguished from the mass of other singers. So, what is her secret? Even though the 18-year-old singer with colorful hair and baggy clothes is taking pop music by storm, not much is known about her. From her real name to her natural hair color, everybody has something to say about the moody teen sensation. Who is Billie? Billie Eilish, pirate Baird O'Connell, and the pirate part of it is not a joke, is an American superstar singer born into a family of musicians. This influenced her interest greatly. She grew up in Los Angeles, California, and this city of dreams could not but help to shape the girl's free spirit and worldview. Eilish comes from the Irish variant of the name Elizabeth, and Baird was added as a maiden name of her mother. The pirate part of the singer's name is said to come from her brother, who was 4 years old when she was born, and insisted on calling her pirate. As per ethnicity, the singer is an American of mixed origin. She has English, Irish, Scottish, and Belgian roots. This peculiar combination of ethnical genes is the reason for the singer's exquisite appearance. She obtained her education at home, being taught by mother. The girl's parents opted for homeschooling because Billie has an auditory processing disorder, a condition that prevents her from perceiving auditory information easily. However, when the girl reached the age of 8, she joined the Los Angeles Children's Chorus. This was a crucial step that trained the young singer in performing songs and gave her some sort of formal musical education. She attracted attention to herself as a 13-year-old after the release of her first single, Ocean Eyes, in 2016. To her SoundCloud for her dance teacher, and her co-producer and songwriter brother Finneas O'Connell called her one day to say, "Dude, our song got 1,000 plays." And after that event, the singer's popularity soared as more and more people around the world discovered her unique music. While becoming an anti-pop queen, Eilish has stood out from her contemporaries with sinister music videos and bleak lyrics. However, her sudden celebrity meant she had newfound responsibility and was eventually met with criticism for various reasons. When you're looked up to as a role model, you can't let that change the way that you live. The singer-songwriter said in 2019, adding, "You have to be exactly what people love you for." At the end of the day, it's Eilish who had the last laugh. It seems that the edgier she's gotten, the more her fan base has grown. Eilish has spent the last few years establishing herself as the negation of what female teen pop stars used to be. She doesn't play innocent, or ingratiating, or flirtatious, or perky, or cute. Instead, she's sullen, depressive, death-haunted, sly, analytical, and confrontational, all without raising her voice. Like her previous releases, it's the work of a very small, decidedly innovative family team. Eilish writes and records her songs with her older brother, Finneas, working largely at home. The sound they have built for her is sparse with instrumentation and large with implication. A typical track uses just a handful of parts, nearly all of them electronic, a bass line, a beat, only enough keyboard notes to sketch a harmony. Eilish sings barely above a whisper, a signal of intimacy, and that unique style made her a big winner at the 62nd Grammy Awards in Los Angeles, where she became the youngest artist and only the second artist ever since Christopher Cross in 1981 to scoop the ceremony's 5 biggest categories: Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Album of the Year, and Best New Artist, done right from her family's home.
Mainly, I think the fans deserve everything. I feel like they have not been talked about enough tonight because they're the only reason any of us are here at all. So thank you to the fans.
Collaborations. Known for her quirky style and aesthetic, full of baggy clothes and tracksuits, the singer embraces the weird and people love it. But she's not just doing it to look cool. There's a reason why Billie dresses the way she does, and she opened up about it. The singer said she tends to go for clothing with a looser fit, saying that she's done so to avoid people from sexualizing her body.
I never want the world to know everything about me. I mean, that's why I wear big baggy clothes. Nobody can have an opinion because they haven't seen what's underneath, you know? Nobody can be like, oh, she's slim thick. She's not slim thick. She's she got a flat ass. She's got a fat ass. No one can say any of that because they don't know.
And that has still not stopped the big brands from queuing up to have her wear their clothes. Early this year, she ventured into a fashion collaboration with the fashion brand H&M for a collection aimed at promoting sustainability. The collection, made entirely from sustainable materials, is made up of items inspired by Eilish's signature style. The collection includes baggy t-shirts, bucket hats, and oversized sweaters, all of which are emblazoned with her logo. In the past, Billie has teamed up with high street heroes Bershka to produce baggy tees, slouchy tracksuit bottoms, and hype beast style accessories. The singer also collaborated with LA-based brand Freak City and Urban Outfitters. She also fronts a merchandise shop online called Blosh. All these have helped Billie to an estimated net worth of $30 million. Political views. While half the internet was busying themselves with analyzing the proportions of a teenager's breasts, the rest were admiring how on her own social platforms Eilish was advocating for a cause that we were meant to be much more focused upon: the recent US election. As a first-time voter, Billie stood with over 43 million Americans aged 15 to 24, a great proportion of whom were to be enacting their civil right for the first time in 2020. She may be young, but she has certainly laid her groundwork. Last June, she teamed up with the impartial voter registration agent Headcount and was scheduled to bring them on tour with her during 2020. With booths to register and staff on hand to answer logistical voting questions, she regularly advocates for climate change action and empowers her fans to speak up against various socio-political injustices through both social media and public appearances. In August of this year, she performed My Future at the Democratic National Convention. A few days before the elections, she reminded fans again to make sure to register their vote.
We need leaders who will solve problems like climate change and COVID, not deny them. Leaders who will fight against systemic racism and inequality. And that starts by voting for someone who understands how much is at stake. Someone who's building a team that shares our values. Silence is not an option, and we cannot sit this one out. We all have to vote like our lives and the world depend on it, because they do.
For someone who openly admits that politics isn't really her preferred topic, she is constantly using her voice in useful, non-aggressive ways and persevering despite an astonishing amount of youth-shaming, misogyny, and devil worship/mentally ill indictments being thrown her way for mere refusal to not be condemned to her lane. The pop wonderkind has already passed the litmus test for being the next big thing. Young people hang on to her every word. After becoming the voice of her generation, Eilish has been embraced by the old guard as well, as her numerous Grammy wins can attest to. Eilish has signaled a new path to fame in a post-genre landscape. While much of the press around Eilish's accent has focused on her age, it's hard not to be impressed by her accomplishments and lyrical maturity. Eilish's success is very much predicted on how streaming has influenced music taste. It's the reason she's able to notch over 1 billion streams before even releasing her first album. From her first single to her 2017 EP Don't Smile at Me, Eilish continues to defy convention and genre, showing every sign that she is not just a force to be reckoned with now, but will be for years to come. And the world needs to watch out for her. We wish her well in all her endeavors, and we sure will be watching too. That's it for today's video. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and comment what Billie Eilish song is your favorite. And if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button to continue receiving more awesome content like this. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.